Now that your business is set up and you understand how to build a customer base, let's take a look at how to multiply your efforts in building your Doobly Network team. Please note that this training topic covers a lot of detail and is therefore longer than other training videos. It is perfectly okay to watch it in 2 sittings. John D. Rockefeller was the founder of Standard Oil Company, one of the world's leading gas and oil companies. Mr. Rockefeller was widely known as one of the wealthiest Americans of all time. He understood how to create wealth. Mr. Rockefeller's famous quote is relevant to building your Doobly Network team. I would rather earn 1% from 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Building a team allows you to create leverage through the work of an organization rather than only through your own effort. How big is the impact of leverage in your business? Let's look at one example. Here's how team building creates incredible leverage for you. Suppose that you could reasonably work 10 hours per week for your Doobly Network business. 100% of your own efforts equates to 10 hours per week of generating income for you. When you have a team of 10 people, each working 10 hours per week, that equals 100 hours of work per week generating income for you. We can agree that no one person can reasonably work 100 hours per week consistently. With the power of leverage, in this example, you could be compensated on 100 hours per week or even more, depending on the size of your organization. Now, let's apply the example to your Doobly Network business. First, there are 3 assumptions to be made in order to apply the example over time. One is that you will acquire 25 VIP lounge customers over the life of your business. 2, that you will personally enroll 1 new business associate each month for 6 months. And 3, that your team members will duplicate what you do. There are no guarantees that your team will do what you do, but the possibilities are tremendous. What if they did more? Don't get too overwhelmed by all the numbers you see here. There are only 2 numbers that you need to focus on in this illustration. The number of new business associates you will personally enroll each month, which is 1, and the number 1,600, which is the number of VIP lounge members that you will have in this example. Look at the power of leverage. By yourself, you can gather 25 VIP lounge members and get paid on 25 VIP lounge members. However, by building a team of business associates who are also gathering 25 VIP lounge members each, the effort of your team can generate over 1,000 VIP lounge members in just 6 months. Imagine the possibilities after 1 or 2 years. This is leverage through team building. You did the same amount of work every month, and your results multiplied. But let's take our example one step further. What if instead of recruiting 1 new business associate per month, you decided to recruit 1 more per month? Using the exact same math as in the last example, you would have over 18,000 VIP customers at the end of just 6 months. What could happen at the end of 1 year or the next year? Realistically, not every business associate will duplicate these numbers. Some will do less and some will do more. The point is that with team building, you can leverage your time and effort to create greater results than you can do on your own. Even at 10% of what the example shows, would you be happy with getting paid on 1,800 VIP lounge members with this level of effort? Of course! And here's the best part. You can build your business as big and as fast as you like. You are not limited in any way to how many team members you can enroll or how many customers you can acquire. The sky is the limit. So, what is the difference? When you personally enrolled 1 new business associate per month for 6 months and acquired 25 VIP lounge members with your team duplicating your results, after 6 months, you and your team acquired 1,600 VIP lounge members. When you personally enrolled 2 new business associates instead of just 1 per month, with your team duplicating your results, after 6 months' time, you and your team acquired over 18,000 VIP lounge members. So what is the difference between 1,600 and 18,225? Approximately 17,000? No. The difference between 1,600 and 18,225 customers is 1. By adding 1 additional new business associate per month personally enrolled by you and each existing BA, you compounded your results and grew your team exponentially. Understanding that team building is how we create leverage, now is the time to get started building your team. The key to creating momentum in your business is to begin building your team right away. Start now. Don't wait. You have the resources of the Getting Started Guide, and you have the full support of your upline leadership and the company. Follow the Getting Started Guide. Make your list of 200 names. Schedule an open house event and begin inviting. Be enthusiastic. Keep in mind that your enthusiasm and excitement is what will attract others to Doobly Network. People will be inspired by your passion for the business, which will entice others to hear about Doobly Network. Take massive action. Build with a sense of urgency to create momentum. So, if you're ready to get started and take massive action, let's take a closer look at the recruiting process. The recruiting process is simple to understand and simple to apply. Think of the recruiting process as a cycle. The cycle of team building is simply to gain interest, invite, present, enroll, and train. The cycle looks like this. Gain interest. Find people like you who are interested in building a business. Invite others to a Doobly Network business presentation. Present the Doobly Network business presentation and ask if they are ready to get started. Enroll new business associates on dooblynetwork.com. Train your new team members by reviewing the Getting Started Guide and introducing them to the Doobly Academy. Do not skip steps. Just follow the cycle of team building. In your guide, you will find a detailed description of each step, along with gaining interest and inviting scripts that you can use. The recruiting process is like a recipe. As an example, when baking a cake, when you follow the recipe without skipping ingredients, your cake will turn out great and taste as expected. However, if you skip ingredients or add them in the wrong order, you could end up with a disaster. The same is true with the recruiting process. Don't skip steps. Follow the cycle of team building without skipping steps. For example, if you begin presenting the business to someone who has no interest in building their own business, you would be wasting your time and theirs. It is important to know if a person is interested and open to the business before you present to avoid setting yourself up for failure. Do not skip the gaining interest step or any other step. Follow the steps in order. Don't mix steps. Don't get ahead of yourself and begin explaining the compensation plan or training on the Getting Started Guide when you're in the middle of a business presentation. Follow the cycle of team building, and your team will do the same. Let's review the steps. Gain interest, invite, present, enroll, train. Now, let's look at the steps individually. To gain interest is the first step of the cycle of team building. It is intended to answer one question. Is this person open to hearing about Doobly Network? It is important to know if the person you are talking to is open or interested in starting a new business. If they are not interested, they will not accept an invitation and will not want to hear your presentation. Every minute you spend talking about Doobly Network with someone who is not interested is wasted time. The gaining interest step is about finding people who would be a wise investment of your time. It is very easy to do. You can start with a simple question such as, do you or your spouse like to shop? Do you ever shop online? Are you interested in saving money? Would you be interested in getting cash back every time you shop? Are you open to new ways of making money? If you receive a yes to any of these questions, you are ready to move to Step 2, Invite. If the response is no, then you can casually shift the conversation in a different direction. By practicing how to gain interest, you will not have to change the subject very often. Sample gaining interest scripts are provided in your Getting Started Guide and the Doobly Academy Resource Center. Once you confirm that a person is interested, invite them to a Doobly Network business presentation. Just like with the gaining interest step, you are only interested in getting the answer to one question. Is this person willing to attend a Doobly Network business presentation? There are several ways to present the business. Your prospect can attend a business presentation at your home or at a hotel venue. Your prospect can watch a company-produced video. A two-on-one presentation is where you and your sponsor meet to casually present the business to your interested prospect. Or you can invite to a one-on-one presentation where you present the business to your prospect when you are ready. You decide which type of presentation makes the most sense for you and your prospect. Remember, you are only inviting them to see a presentation. You are not presenting the business as you invite. Let's look at some sample scripts for inviting. Inviting scripts for the different presentation types are available in your Getting Started guide and the Doobly Academy Resource Center. For now, let's just look at sample invitations for two of the most common types of presentations. After confirming interest, you can invite your prospect to watch a corporate video presentation by saying, Doobly Network is about making money helping people save money when they shop at their favorite stores. Please watch a short video presentation and we can talk about it later tonight. Does 8 p.m. work for you? Okay, great. I will send you the link and call you at 8 p.m. so we can discuss what you liked best about the information. Will you be able to watch the video by our 8 p.m. call? Great. Talk to you then. After confirming interest, you can invite your prospect to an open house event with the following script. However, you will customize it with your why, your city, and the date and time that apply to you and your prospect. I've always been looking for a way to make extra money and have more time with my family. I recently met a successful person who is working to expand a publicly traded company right here in Los Angeles. He's coming to my house tomorrow night at 7 p.m. to share what he's doing with a select group of people. I immediately thought of you. Can I save you a seat? Again, these are just two sample scripts. There are more in your Getting Started guide and the Doobly Academy Resource Center. The more you learn and practice the various scripts, the greater your results. You can customize the scripts to fit your individual style and personality. Practice so it becomes natural. The goal here is to get a commitment to either watch the video or attend an event. This is the most critical part of the recruiting process and should be done right. So, you've asked the inviting question, what now? Your goal is to get a commitment in the form of a yes or no answer. People are non-committal at times. If you have learned and practiced the inviting scripts, you will be more effective at getting a yes or no. Keep in mind that maybe and I'll try are almost always a no answer. How many times have you responded with a maybe to something and then did it? Maybe is an excuse in advance for not doing something. If someone does not commit with a yes or no, set a time to call them back. I understand that you need to check schedule to see what you have planned Wednesday at 7, so I'll call you back at 8 p.m. and you can let me know, okay? Follow through and call your friend back to get a yes or no answer, and assume that a maybe is a polite no and move on to the next person on your list. Don't waste your time. What if they have questions? Most likely they will start to ask you questions. Let them know all of their questions will be answered at the presentation. A response you can use is, it's all about saving money and making money. You need to see this the way that I did. Trust me. Spend 20 minutes with me. You can thank me later. Get a commitment. Inviting can be fun, rewarding, and one of the most profitable skills in our business. Here are some helpful tips to be successful at inviting. When you are inviting, be brief. The more people you invite, the faster your business will grow. Spend 5 minutes with 100 different people, not 100 minutes with 5 individual people. Remember, you are inviting to a presentation, not giving one. Let the presentation do the explaining. You are only inviting. Don't answer questions about the business when inviting. Instead, build value for the presentation or the presenter. This will build curiosity and keep you from getting into a position where you become the authority that has to have all the answers. Lastly, and this is the most important one, Do not waste time inviting people that are not interested. If someone is not interested in hearing about Doobly Network, offer them a free Doobly.com account and give them a gift of cash back. They will thank you for it, and you will save yourself a lot of frustration. Plus, you'll get a new customer. Now that you have invited your guest and they are committed to attending or viewing the presentation, let's talk about Step 3, Present. It is important that we understand the definition of presentation as it applies here. A presentation is an overview of the Doobly Network business using company-produced slides or videos. Only the company-approved presentation can and should be used. The Doobly Network business presentation has been created by some of the most successful people in the industry. Your Doobly Network corporate team has created an effective, simple-to-understand presentation intended to achieve the greatest results. If you use any presentation other than the corporate-produced presentation, you could be putting your business and the company at risk. An open house event is a casual, friendly way to share the business with people you know in an intimate setting where people feel relaxed and welcome in your home. The topic of hosting an open house will be explained in greater detail later. A two-on-one presentation is where you and your sponsor or upline leader meet with your prospect. Your sponsor leader presents the business to your guest. Your leader is there to answer questions and to assist when your new business associate is ready to get started. The Doobly Network presentation video is available in your back office and in the Doobly Academy Resource Center. Having your prospect watch a recorded presentation is easy and duplicable. One of the benefits of having your prospect learn about Doobly Network by watching a presentation video is that a video can be viewed at any time of day or night. Your prospect will think, all I did was watch a video. Anyone can do that. The simplicity of this form of presentation is encouraging to someone evaluating our business for the first time. The presentation video can also be shown at your open house, at your one-on-one presentations, and anywhere else you would like to present the business without you having to do all the talking. A business opportunity meeting is a larger presentation, typically held in a hotel meeting room. Some of the benefits of having your prospect attend a business opportunity meeting are that it allows your guest to feel the excitement in the room, to hear other Doobly Network leaders share their success stories, and to see how big the vision of the Doobly Network business model really is. It is helpful to have your prospect watch the video presentation before attending a hotel business presentation. Hearing the information a second time is always best and most effective. A one-on-one presentation is a meeting between you and your prospect. It can be as easy as showing the presentation video on your laptop at a coffee shop, home, or office. We do not suggest that you conduct a one-on-one presentation without using the presentation video until you are ready, meaning you have hosted an open house event. You have had several two-on-one presentations with your upline leader presenting. You have attended several hotel business presentations, and you are comfortable speaking and knowledgeable about Doobly Network. It is recommended that you practice with your upline leadership before conducting your first one-on-one presentation. Here are a few helpful tips. Doing anything for the first time can be uncomfortable. Many people come into this business wanting to do it their way because it is more comfortable for them. Of course, you are all independent business associates, so it is your choice how to run your business. But if you want the best results in the shortest period of time, follow the system. There is a tendency for new business associates to send a prospect to the DooblyNetwork.com site to look around or check it out. This is not an invitation or a presentation. Everything you do will be duplicated by your team, so follow the system. The tools and techniques taught in the Doobly Academy training system have been proven around the world. To achieve the highest enrollment numbers and the highest returns on your investment of time, always present your prospects with a proper presentation using company-produced materials. As mentioned earlier, do not try and present the business yourself when you are brand new. Let the tools and the experts do the work for you in the beginning. It is often said that the fortune is in the follow-up. We believe this to be true. Once a prospect has seen a presentation, follow up within 24 hours. Proper follow-up is answering questions. That leads to the next step, enroll. Without proper follow-up, your effort to this point will have been wasted. Follow-up is the key. Most prospects will not call to tell you that they are ready to join. Many will have questions that need to be answered before they make a decision to enroll. Keep in mind that what they really want to know is, can I do this, and will you help me? Your goal is to answer those two questions during your follow-up. The next question from you to your prospect should be, are you ready to get started? Here is a tip. As much as possible, ask your leaders to assist in the follow-up with your prospects. Their experience can help with overcoming objections and answering questions. This can be done with a three-way call. Now that you have followed up with your prospect within 24 hours and have answered their remaining questions, it is time to enroll your new business associate. Your sponsor can help enroll your new business associate, so involve your leadership and have your BA ID number ready. More often than not, your prospect is waiting for you to ask if they are ready to enroll and get started. The enrollment process should become natural and comfortable. The more you personally enroll, the more familiar you will become with the process. Once your prospect says yes, simply start the enrollment process. There is no need to continue explaining and presenting. A benefit to having your leadership involved in the enrollment process is when your prospect asks which package they should enroll with, your leader will have the knowledge and experience in handling that question correctly. If your leader is not available when it's time to enroll your new business associate, do not worry. You can do it. Keep in mind that enrollment can take place right after a presentation or the next day. Many times people need more than one exposure to make a decision. Be patient. You can invite them to another business presentation and follow up. Be prepared to give a getting started guide to your new business associate and review the 24-hour game plan. Your team will do what you do, so follow the system. Doobly Network is committed to training all business associates through the Doobly Academy training system, a proven training curriculum that empowers business associates with the knowledge and education you need to build and maintain a successful Doobly Network business. Doobly Academy's online training and live training events educate new business associates about team building, compliance, and leadership. The mission and the goals of the Academy are accomplished by working with the best coaches, teachers, and leaders from around the world to make sure that all business associates share and teach the same values, behaviors, and actions that are in alignment with Doobly Network and its company purpose. The key is duplication. With the company's growing international footprint, it is more important than ever to make sure that Doobly Network's brand, message, and company culture are the same regardless of country or language. The Doobly Academy training system provides you with the system, tools, and training for success. As we conclude, here are some helpful tips to keep you on track as you build your Doobly Network team. Set daily, weekly, and monthly goals for team building. For example, set a goal to gain interest of a certain number of people per day. Set a goal to invite a certain number of people per week to a presentation. Set a goal to attend a certain number of trainings with your team per month. Be consistent. When you consistently build your goals around activities and follow the cycle of team building, you will create results. Building a team gives the greatest leverage in your business. Begin right away. Create momentum. Follow the Getting Started guide. Use it. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Urgency plus enthusiasm equal great results. Learn and follow the cycle of team building for the greatest success. Gain interest, invite, present, enroll, train. Stay committed and don't give up.